happy Saturday. And so I'm not in my normal setup, trying this vertical live thing, I guess, but I think this is what I did in Hawaii, was the vertical live. I just didn't realize it was a thing until then. But I'm not in my normal setup. I'm not going live to Facebook or any other platforms. I'm just here on YouTube because it's still March Madness. And so I am going to show up, whether it's formally or not. Shows that most people wanted to talk about life as an empty nester. So that is what Wallace and I will talk about tomorrow, since I'm not able to really talk about it today, because I didn't want to really do a formal type of topic today, because I knew I'd be trying to navigate holding this phone and riding, and didn't know how long I would be able to stay live. But like I said, it's March Madness. I said I was going live every day until March 31st, so that's what I'm gonna do. But it has been a great day. We actually drove to East Texas, to Jacksonville today, to celebrate Wallace's aunt's 92nd birthday, Aunt Dean. So happy birthday. So nice to be around family and family friends and celebrate such a huge birthday, like 92. Can y'all even imagine? 52 was big for me. But I was saying earlier that once I hit 70, 75, I'm having a birthday party every year. Absolutely having a birthday party every year. Hey, Nikki, how are you? Thank you so much for tuning in. With me. Y'all see Lux, he chilling. He did good. We brought him with us, and I'm so glad I was able to go, because originally I had a speaking engagement today, and so I didn't think I was going to be able to join him, which is why I thought that I would be home to do the topic of the empty nester. But I think it's going to be better while let's talk about empty nesting together, because that's who I'm now sharing my nest with 100%. It's just that they canceled the event, like literally in the middle of the country. So I'm probably not going to stay on long. Nikki, am I breaking up for you too? Because it looks like on my end, it looks like my signal's good, but that don't mean anything, because I am literally in the middle of the country. But it was also so like refreshing and relaxing for home. I am a city girl through and through, no doubt, but I could definitely see spending more time in environments like this, because it's just good for your overall well-being. We ate some good food, y'all. We had the best fried fish. Like when I say I ate. Hey, Kenneth, thank you so much for being here. I ate good today. I had some good old-fashioned peach cobbler. I had that fried fish. I had brisket. I had potato salad. I had corn on the cob. Yeah, beans, greens, potatoes. I had everything today. We had some Jello shots. Yeah, I think I got a Jello shot with me. I took a Jello shot to go. So it's actually Wallace's, but it's mine. So yeah, we had a good time. Hey, Sheet. But I was like, no, I'm going to jump on and talk to my people, whether it is formally or not. But it has just been a great Saturday. It's only about a 2.5 hour, 3 hour drive. But by the time we get home and get settled in, I'm like, I'm not going live at 10 o'clock tonight. So me and the mister will probably sit out back on the patio, watch some good crime TV, and get ready for tomorrow. But it has been a good day, and I just encourage y'all to just do things like this. Like if you live anywhere close, because I think there's a little country town within a couple of hours from every big city. So even if it's just like renting a cabin or going to a bed and breakfast. I did that years ago. I went to a bed and breakfast in a little country town, and went to the farmer's market. It's just good. Just, I don't know, again, to put your eyes on something different that's just easy. You don't have a huge itinerary and agenda. It just, I don't know. I had a good day. I woke up excited this morning. I didn't have to worry about preparing, because it's been a long week. It's been a great week, a very productive week, but your girl has had some kind of event or obligation, enjoying every minute it is. And so before we even got to his aunt's house for the actual birthday celebration, he rode me past his grandparents' house and some other places. And, of course, he's taken me to them all before. But every time we come here, it's like it's my first time. And I enjoy seeing the places he went. He shows me where some of his other cousins' houses are and stuff like that. And so it's always fun. We saw someone just randomly driving down the street on a tractor. I've seen plenty of bulls and cows on the road. And then, y'all, we are on, hey, lawn lifters, thank you so much for being here. So, y'all, we are in the country, right, on these little 2-lane, just about dirt roads. Why is the speed limit 60? Like, there's only about a foot in between the lanes, people in these big old trucks. Then you got people, like I said, on the road and on tractors that I'm sure can't even go 60. Why would the speed limit be 60? Like, we literally had to go around some people like a granddad with a little grandbaby in the back on a tractor. And here we come barreling down because my husband going to do every mile that they say you can. So, yeah, me and Lux just sitting back here holding on for dear life. But, I'm like, why would it be 60? That makes no sense. But I guess it works for them. But, yeah. LOL, that's life in Iowa too. Really, yeah, see, I've never been to Iowa, but isn't that where Miss Christine is, Living Out Loud, the podcast? She in Iowa now? Is that where her dad is? Is it a bunch of snow there now, Dawn? Because I know my son is in Boston and they're under some kind of winter weather advisory. I'm like, it's springtime, but I think that's where she is, Living Out Loud in Iowa, and she was showing us all that snow. I miss the snow, but I would like to just have it in the month of December. That's the only time I really miss the snow, like for my birthday and Christmas time. But other than that, y'all can have all that cold weather and snow. Northern Iowa has snow today. Okay, yeah, and it's spring. We almost at Easter. But I remember Easter's in Pittsburgh with snowflakes this big. My cousin went live on Facebook the other day in his backyard and his whole patio and everything covered in snow. I can't even imagine that, because what's the temperature here now, babe?
67.
So it's 67 degrees here now, and it's 7:15. So yeah, I don't miss that. And we'll probably sit outside tonight until about 2 o'clock in the morning, light a little fire. I don't miss the frigid cold temperatures and the snow, but it has been an absolutely good day. Y'all can see I'm cheesing. Oh, see, look, you see how he do me, y'all? That's why I'm keeping the seatbelt on. I'm in the back seat, but I'm keeping the seatbelt on. Ain't nobody playing with him. And Lux has dined sufficiently too. Me being a bad pet mom, feeding him from the table, and I shouldn't have been, but he enjoyed a nice rib bone. I ate all the meat. I ate all the meat, but Lux had a nice rib bone, but then I slid him a little bit of brisket too. I probably shouldn't have done that, but he fat full. He is. Oops. Yeah, he just woke up because of me. Lux, say hi to the people. Yeah, so he had a good day, and he really did well. He's not around a lot of people all the time, and so he was a little apprehensive when we first got there, but he settled in less than 5 minutes. And it was so nice. There was a little girl over there who I know it's puppy day. I saw you do that, and I took Lux's picture today, but I hadn't posted it, so I need to do it before the end of the day so he don't feel left out when he see all his other puppy friends posted on Facebook. But there was a little girl over there. She's 5 years old. She let me know that she will be 6 in a couple of days. So she said, yeah, she not only 6, she said, I'm about to be the big 6 in a couple of days. And so she's typically afraid of dogs, her mom was saying, but it was so nice that she was not afraid of Lux. She said this is the first dog she ever really played with. And so she had a good time with Lux. And Lux is used to the kids. Y'all know my grandbabies come over. They were over yesterday. Well, just one of them yesterday, but they was running around while I was on my live. So that was nice. Lux went and was playing with her. But yeah, he was eating that brisket and that rib bone and then got full. Now he knocked out. He gonna sleep good tonight. And I was wondering, because he doesn't really get car sick. He has like once or twice, but I still don't like to feed him right before we travel. So I was trying to determine like, oh, am I gonna feed him now or wait till we get home? Because he already ate this morning. But he had enough little scraps. He's good, so I didn't have to feed him like a whole bowl of food, and he is chilling out. So I hope everyone out there has had a good Saturday, nice and relaxing, and didn't do too much, just kind of doing some self-care and doing a little woosah after the long work week, because I'm telling you, I've had a great day. And I'm not a big road trip person, but 2.5, 3 hours, I can do that easy and then be able to just kind of chill out. And like I said, we came and now we headed back home, and it's not even dark yet. So yeah, but y'all see nice little scenery. We passed a couple of cute little farmers market type stands, and like now passing the feed store or tractor and supply company. So it's just funny to me. It's just a different way of living. I don't think I could live like this every single day, but Wallace laughing at me, but I could do it sometimes. Oh, your grandson's basketball tournament today. Oh yeah, I remember those days, and I'm sure I'll be back into it because all of the sons played basketball and had their tournaments and whatever, but now we have a little bit of break. Our grandson plays soccer, but he plays for the Y, so they have a very short season, and we go to most of his games, and they're all at the same place. But you know, he's coming up on that age where I'm sure he'll be getting involved in more sports. So I remember those. Hey Shawnee, how are you? Thank you so much for tuning in. But yeah, I remember those. Oh my gosh, I used to have weekends at one point where all of the boys were playing sports, and so I might be in 3 different gyms in one day, because they're of course all different ages and would play in different age brackets, or just be at the gym all day long. And in those tournaments, I ain't gonna lie, y'all, there have been times when I was at my son's tournament and we have been there so long and played so much, I would be hoping they lose just so we could go home. Because you know, in the tournaments, as they win, then they have to keep playing, and especially if it was somewhere far from home, and the Sunday game. So we would leave on like a Thursday or Friday and stay all weekend, but Sunday, you know, you're coming home because you got to go to work on Monday. And so sometimes I'd be so tired in the last game of the evening, if they keep winning, it might not be until 6 o'clock. And so you take into account the game and all that, and you might not be getting home till midnight. I'm telling y'all, there was times where I'd be like, whew, let them just lose this game, Lord, because I don't want to be here all night. I know that's horrible. That's horrible, but that's just between me and y'all. Don't tell nobody. I don't think it ever really worked. That's the thing. Anytime I wanted them to lose, they usually won, and I'd be like, that's what I get. But I remember those days. My friends used to tease me and say I needed to have a bleacher seat surgically implanted on my backside, because that's all I did was sit on bleachers. You said that was me at my daughter's volleyball championship. Yeah, so you understand where I'm coming from, Shawnee. We be tired. I'm like, oh Lord. And then having to have other kids with you too, because that's what really used to get me, having, when the oldest one was playing, and I'm lugging 2 smaller ones with me. My youngest son, Ian, who is now, well, he'll be 22 in a couple of days. His first basketball tournament, he was 6 weeks old. And that was the first time, because his oldest brother is 11 years older than him. And so he had a basketball tournament out of state, and we went. And so, and y'all know, I don't even know why. Do they even still use those carriers for babies? The ones that are like the car seat and the carrier. They were supposed to be so convenient, but them things were so heavy. And my kids were all big. Like, all of my kids were born like about 9 pounds. And so they were big, and those things were heavy. I wish I would have known about and had one of those things where you just strap the baby right onto you. Now, I have one of those for Lux, but I didn't have those for my kids. But I just remember going in there, and I'd have one of my little boys, I'm holding his hand, and I got that carrier on my arm trying to hold it and navigate on the bleachers. I don't even know how I started talking about that. Oh, I know how I started talking about it. Dawn said her grandson had a basketball tournament. You said those kids had me running across the parking lot. My son playing volleyball. Girl, it's a lot following these kids around everywhere. Yeah, 9 pounds. All of my kids were about 9 pounds, and they were all long, like 22 and a half inches, 23 inches long. My oldest son, when he was first born, they had to search around the nursery part of the hospital to find socks that wouldn't pop off his feet, because his little feet was so big. Yeah, I had big babies. Because y'all not like to eat. I had twin run into it. Oh, yeah, see, that's hard. Now, I felt like I had twins in high school because Wallace's son and my middle son were in school together. They were friends in high school. That's kind of how we met. I know we've told y'all that story. And so when Wallace and I got married, his son, of course, lived with us as well. So those high school years, it felt like twins because they were the same age doing all the same things. So with prom and all that, but I only had a couple of years of that. So, but we have a lot of twins that run in our family. I'm surprised I didn't have twins because my mom is a twin, but her twin brother had twins, and then one of his twin daughters had twins, and his sons aren't twins, but they're actually only a year apart, and their birthdays are on the same day. Ain't that crazy? So yeah, we have a lot of twins. We have identical twins and fraternal twins in our family, but I didn't have any twins. I just knew I was going to. I had teens and toddlers. Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine. It wasn't that, like I said, my oldest son and my youngest son are only 11 years apart. So I guess I kind of did too, because by the time he was 13, yeah, Ian was still a toddler. So yeah, I guess I did too. I did too. And then my middle son and my youngest son are 6 years apart. So yeah, I did too. I definitely didn't have stair-step kids. My kids are all pretty spaced out. So yeah, but I didn't have toddlers. I've never had more than one toddler at a time, which is good. So, because it's a lot. And boys, well, all I know is boys. By the time I got my bonus daughters, they were older, but boys will have you running all over the place, and then they tearing up your stuff. Yeah. I should have been coming to the country back then to take some woosah time, but I ain't know nothing about country living and going to the country until I met my Jethro Bodine. And he brought me down here. So yeah, y'all, I just wanted to make sure that I stayed committed, because I tell y'all one thing about me, if at all possible, I'm not going to say 100% of the time, but if at all possible, if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. And if I put it out there, then that's in blood. And so whatever I have to do. And the first thing I kind of thought about when they canceled the event for today that I was speaking at, as soon as it was like, oh, okay, well, Wallace is like, you can just come with me. The first thing I thought about was, but I'm supposed to go live. I'm supposed to go live. And Wallace, he's so sweet. He always just tell me, well, don't worry about it, babe. The people will understand. Don't worry about it. But my thing is, I'm not going to understand, because I'm very competitive with myself. Like, I'm always challenging myself. And I made up this whole challenge of March Madness. So what I look like not showing up. And then they say that these vertical lives are the thing right now. So I'm like, so I might as well take advantage. But like I said, I think this is what I was doing when we were in Hawaii. I just didn't know that it was a thing while we were in Hawaii. But the vertical lives are supposed to be the thing, because I think the vertical lives, just like with the YouTube shorts, they're trying to compete with oh, thank you, Nikki. They're trying to compete with TikTok, even though TikTok acting like it's going to try to go away. Oh, y'all know what? Look, we just talking now. Have y'all heard of that new, I'm saying new app? It may be very old, new to me. Clapper. So Clapper is an app that one of my life coaching clients just turned me on to. She's on there. And so one thing I say about me is I'm usually kind of late to the party. So like TikTok, I just got on TikTok a couple of years ago. I thought TikTok was just for the kids. People would be like, you need to do TikTok. I was just anti-TikTok. I've been on YouTube for a while, but I didn't get real consistent with YouTube until like the past 2 years or so. And so when I heard about Clapper, I'm like, oh, this is new. And she was like, yes, it's new. I think they just started this app because of the rumors of TikTok going away, and I think they're trying to, like be the new TikTok so everybody can move over here. And so I'm like, okay, well, let me learn some more about this app, because maybe for once I'll be ahead of the trend instead of being late to the game. Y'all, I got on Clapper and she's doing her live or whatever, and then she starts talking about how they have these secret or private rooms. I don't know what it's called, but where people can come in your live inviting her to the private rooms and, asking her to do crazy stuff or whatever. And I'm like, no, I think I'm going to go ahead and leave Clapper alone, because Clapper sounds like it might be trying to be a mix between TikTok and fans or OnlyFans. I always want to say members only because that's the jacket, but that OnlyFans, I'm like, no, ain't nobody trying to do nothing strange for a little piece of change. I'll just go ahead and stay on the apps that I know. But have any of y'all heard of Clapper? I only was on that one time to watch her live. Now I'm scared. I'm like, no, I might, just research it a little bit, because I do think a big part of how some people blow up on these apps so fast are people like, number one, I think a lot of people who get in the beginning, of course, because there's not a whole lot of people, so you have the opportunity to grow in the beginning. And then I think there was also a big surge in growth during COVID. A lot of people started social media, and people were at home, quarantined, and I think they were consuming a lot more content on social media. So I think those people who were able to get in when apps really start becoming popular, or right before they become popular, or people who were able to get in like during COVID when people were at home and watching YouTube or whatever, I think their channels had, or their platforms or whatever, had the opportunity to really kind of blow up. And there's nothing wrong with taking advantage of that kind of stuff, but I don't know about Clapper. But anyway, y'all, I think I'm gonna let y'all go because it's getting late in the evening and the sun is going down. I don't have see, as soon as I said it, Wallace started singing it like that's his jam. You want to sing it for the people, Wallace? He always is getting late in the evening. But my husband is hilarious, y'all, at least to me. But yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and let y'all go. I've stayed on for a while, though, and I appreciate y'all tuning in with me. But Wallace and I will be back tomorrow, and we are going to talk about the winning poll topic of empty nester life. And maybe not, because there's still time to vote. So if you all haven't taken a vote on the poll, because I wasn't able to do it, a vote on the poll, that sounded kind of like pause. Not that poll after I'm talking about OnlyFans. Now I'm talking about voting on the poll. But if you haven't voted already, you still have time, because we're not going to do it tomorrow. But empty nester is winning so far. So I look forward to seeing y'all tomorrow. But thank you so much for tuning in today. Y'all know I love and appreciate each and every one of you to bits and pieces. I really, really, really do not take it for granted, the fact that you stop what you're doing to take some time out of your very busy and productive evenings just to spend that time with me. It does not go unnoticed and unappreciated. But y'all know the drill. And let me see how to end this before I start telling y'all the drill. And then y'all see people who end they live and then still be like trying to, so I'm trying not to do that. But y'all know the drill. Always be kind and love one another, but never forget to live your life. LYFE. Love yourself first explicitly. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye.